privacy and abide by community guidelines. Oh, well, what's his name? Jordan Peterstein doesn't like it if you guard your privacy. He wants you to make all of your information publicly available. But then again, he's a dickhead. Now, let's get the link. One moment, please. Oh, look, I just saw it. And welcome to Live with Bob Fleming. So we'll copy that and let's paste it in various places. Yeah. And let's go on the on Elon Musk's fan page website and post it there. Right. So here's a fire, and oh, look at that. That's a crap frame rate, isn't it? That's. Is there anything I can do to improve that? Doesn't look like it. It's like this is the frame rate you get, and so, all right, that's what you get. It is currently 17 degrees. Let's have a look at the infrared camera. One moment, please. It's currently 72. Oh no, it's not 72. The stove is 72 degrees. 17 degrees. And the wall there is saying 17 and a half. So, yeah, that seems to be about right. When it said 72, I thought, oh God, it's gone into Fahrenheit. Don't really have much to say. The highlight of today was, that scurrying noise. Is that in the skirting boards? And then I realised, no, a mouse has found its way into the bin. And then I thought to myself, but the bin has its stainless steel all around. Well, except for the base, which is plastic moulding a steel plate onto it. So the mice would not have been able to climb the I'm getting Telegram updates. Yeah, the what's it called? Getting distracted now. So yeah, the mouse managed to find its way inside the bin, took it outside, and so it managed to wriggle its way out of the tiny little hole at the bottom where it's just like, well, your body's bigger than that. How do you do that? And doubtless, it will find its way through one of the cracks in the walls, and it's probably back inside now because it's not warm out there. It's quite cold. So yeah, the highlight of today was there was a mouse in the house, in the bin, which I then let out, and well, yeah. So not much can be done really. I try to encourage people to put food scraps in the fire, and this is the reason why. Because if there's no food scraps around, then there won't be anything for the mice to eat. So they'll go elsewhere. But I just see food scraps, food wrappers in it. It's like, look, we have a fire. We've got fires. It's like, you know what? Let's go and see the main fire. So it's going to have to be censored vision for a while. Because, you know, I know I invite you into my house, and oh yeah, we also might lose the signal for a bit. So, because I'm moving through stone walls. But let's go and do it over there. Reconnecting, you're live. Okay, I'm live. Almost ready. Rotate device. No, I'm not going to rotate device. Okay, look, here's the main fire. So this, which again, it's live streaming, so it would be different. This one is just burning coal. It's quite big. The depth of it is a bit hard to make out, but it's long enough that I can put in a log lengthways. I can stack one, I'd say about 5 or 6 that way, and I know I can get them about four tall because I've done that before. It was very cold. I put a bunch of it was just down to embers, so I just put the I put wood on top of it, and then it burst into flames, and it was very good. And within about 20 minutes, it was nice and hot in here. And yeah, it is quite hot in here. I'm sat further away from this fire than I was at mine, and I'm roasting. So yeah. Now, how do I see chat? Top chat, live chat. Oh, nobody's saying anything. Okay, so can I type in chat? I cannot type in chat. No, can't do it from this application. Right. So yeah, vermin in the house, and we've got something which can deal with food scraps. I mean, you can go and compost them, but again, I think that encourages rats. So, and plus, don't really do any gardening, so I don't see the point in compost. Although maybe in the future I'll be glad I've got all that well-rotted compost when I'm planting potatoes and wheat in order to survive. Because it looks like all the farmers are being told to stop farming. And then the UN will say, oh yes, we have a food crisis. And they'll say it's for whatever agenda they want. Probably global warming. They might say another thing. But currently, their bête noire is global warming, which is why it's so bloody cold. Although in the turn of millennium, it was nice and hot. At one point, I was getting optimistic, and I said, "Oh, maybe next year I'll plant my cactus in the garden because it's going to be warm and sunny forever." And the answer is no. No, it is not going to be warm and sunny forever. I'm wearing a jumper, and I'm too hot, so we'll have to not rotate device. But I'm going to egress because sitting cross-legged is not something I can do for long periods of time anymore. I'm an old man. So come along, let's just go back to the sanctity of my study, where it is nice and cool. And I've not lost the connection. It's surprising. Right, back again. Welcome back to Side Fire. So yes, this fire, as you can see, is connected to nothing. Its entire purpose is to heat up my room and also to provide me beautiful infrared radiation, what warms the skin and makes everything good and such. As I said in previous videos explaining about the benefits of infrared radiation. It's very good. Everybody should have some infrared radiation. Why is my computer being so bloody noisy? Too many people are trying to get my attention. This is the annoying thing as well. I started up a voice chat. Nobody joined. Admittedly, I only did it for a grand total of about 5 minutes. I imagine people got better things to do at 7 o'clock on a Monday night. They might want to watch telly or something, because people do such a thing. But then I go live with the idea of, well, at least I can talk to my friends this way. And now I get private messages, and it's Sod's Law. That's what it is. Sod's Law, for those not familiar with it, also referred to as Murphy's Law, it's when something you wanted, but it's only in the wrong circumstances. Like, here's an example. A customer comes into your shop and he's asking for, oh, do you have this item? And you say no. And then the next day you get news that that customer's died, and you get a shipment of the item he's asking for. Now, let's say you're a pharmacy, yeah, and he was asking for antibiotic medication. So an extreme example, but if he had the antiseptic or antibiotic medication, he could have lived, but you only got the life-saving medicine when he died. So that's an example of Murphy's Law. It's an undesired outcome. Right. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Just getting a message from Hemi saying he'd be on a bit. He's just watching the end of Brewers Brothers. Oh yeah, the famous 1980s film Brewers Brother. It's very good. Yeah. I don't really have anything to say. Just thought it'd be nice to give you a live stream, show the other fire, which is keeping the radiators from icing up. It doesn't do much more than that. I suppose what I could do is wait for it to go out, scoop all the ashes and clinker out, because when coal's been burning properly for a long time, the iron inside it melts, and you get these fused lumps form together. But anyway, if I tidied the fire, it could breathe good, and then I could get it really hot. Problem is, the living room then becomes 40 to 50 degrees, which is, I remember when it was new, and it got to, I think it was 44 degrees in that room, and it was just, it was a bit too much. Yeah. What's 44 degrees in American? That's probably something like 120 or something ridiculous. Your numbers don't make any sense, so fuck off. But yeah, it was good, because when you get it to that temperature, the radiators are nice and warm, but it's completely unsuitable. We had a smaller boiler, and unfortunately it got a leak, and unfortunately the leak could not be repaired, so it had to be replaced. And the new one is very good at chucking out heat into the room. It's not so good at warming up the rest of the house, so I feel, not that I'd want to be anywhere else, but I feel rather constrained to be either in my room or the living room, with occasional sojourns into the kitchen. Although, as it is winter, my kitchen is often this, because, it gets hot enough to cook an egg on it. I've fried bacon before, so, yeah, it's good stuff. I really don't feel like talking anymore. I have nothing interesting to say, and it pains me to talk. So let us enjoy a minute's silence. Right, minute's up. Bye.